and magical spells. For those of you who do not believe in such practice, I will be exercising my right of the First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States of America. Bear it in mind that you also have that right. I speak about herbs and their magical power within themselves. Why do I speak about herbs? Because they have so much medicinal purpose that I can speak about them and fear not. The doctors of today does not use herbs because herbs are too slow for them. But they also make their medicine from the herbs. So therefore, if the doctor can make the medicine from the herbs, you know that the herbs is good. And it's made by nature. It comes out of the earth, of itself. What do you think? I have many variety of herbs. They are in their bloom season at this time. They have flowers. The flowers is also good to eat, and it's also good for medicine. The seeds are also good for love making, as you call it. I have many variety of herbs. So therefore, you should not be afraid to use herbs. As I said, you see, the Bible does not teach you how to use herbs. It speaks of herbs, but it did not teach you how to use them. Like Solomon would say, he's the lily of the valley. On the lily of the valley, we know it's in herbs, but Solomon used that herbs. See, and most black people have that herbs in their home, and they don't really know what it is. See, you have the white lily of the valley, and you have the blue lily of the valley. See, ooh, Solomon say he's the lily of the valley when he's speaking to all these ladies. When he's dating all these women, he used word of charm to capture the heart of these ladies. So he said he's the flowers. See? He's the flowers of the field of the lily of the valley. So pleasant and pretty it is, so beautiful it is. And these flowers have a lot of magical spells. You can capture the aroma and you can use it for success if you have problem. See, your preachers are not telling you that. Why? Because your preacher does not know that. So therefore, he goes. See, it's also sent seeds. And many black people have this plant in their home, but they don't know what it is. But I will give you another spell in this program. Let's move on to the Bible. The Bible is such a symbolic book that most of the black men base their mind upon this book. As I said in past programs, that the book speaks of killing, sacrifice, witchcraft, and yet still the black people believe in everything that the book said, but it does not believe in the part that it speaks of witchcraft and magical spells. We know that magical spell exists. Down the line in the dispensation of time, magical spell exists. Many people do magic. You can call it magic, you can call it science, or you can call it voodoo, or whatever. But as I said, that the book is so symbolic that the preacher does not read those parts of the book for the member so they can understand. So call up your friends and tell them to watch a program, because they're going to learn something about herbs. Don't be afraid to call your friends. Let's look on the book of Tobias, chapter 6. There was a woman that killed 7 husbands because she was possessed with demons. And every man that take her to bed, she kill them. She don't kill them physically, but the demons kill those men. You can find these stories in other books and scrolls and manuscripts that been written before you were born and before I was born. Because the men that wrote these stories, they were magicians. They're not no men from the God you're talking about. That is just an unseen idea and thought. So the woman killed all 7 husbands. And there was a young man by the name of Tobias. He's trying to date this woman. On his way to the woman's house, he was close to a river, and there was a monster fish comes out of the river. But he was dealing with spirit himself. And the spirit told him to catch the fish by the gill. Push your hand up into the gill and hold the fish. And take out the liver, the gall, and the lungs. All of those parts. And take the flesh for food on his way. So on his way to the woman's house, the spirit began to speak to the man. So he said, on the first night when you go to the dwelling, don't sleep with the woman. Take a little piece of the liver and put it on the charcoal. The lit charcoal. So the smoke can drive away the demons from the woman. Black people, I'm teaching you magic. In your book you call the Bible. I'm teaching you knowledge from the book you call the Bible. Because the white men translated so many times that it messed up. He put it in English, he put it in French, Spanish, Latin, Greek. And it's not in the original language that the black men speak. You know, the original language and the story of the book was not written by any white man. You got to be a fool if you don't know that. If you think it was written by the white man, the story of the Bible, you got to be a fool. It has been translated by the white men, not been written by the white men. So let's get back to the story so you can understand. So the spirit spake unto the man and said, put the liver on the charcoal, the lit charcoal, so it can drive away the demons from the woman, as the spirit will kill you too. So he did that for 7 nights. And the 8th night he go to bed with the woman. And the woman could not believe he was alive next morning. She began to cry.